First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. I'm going to get straight to it. I'm not going to sit here and talk about if this is a duck or if it's not a duck. I'm not here to talk narratives. I want to talk about Teofimo Lopez and Jaron Ennis. I want to talk about if this is a mega fight, a super fight, or if this is a mismatch. Teofimo Lopez is the reigning lineal junior welterweight champion of the world. He's a fighter who's been known for calling out the best competition. He's been doing it from the beginning. He called out Lomachenko. He fought Lomachenko. He called out Josh Taylor. He fought Josh Taylor. Arnold Barboza been calling him out for a while. Teofimo Lopez always said if Arnold Barboza is earning and deserving, he will give him that shot. And lo and behold, Arnold Barboza did exactly that. He earned his shot the hard way. He got his shot, and Teofimo Lopez pitched a master class, right? Now we got Jaron Ennis, the lineal welterweight champion of the world, undefeated phenom from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one of my favorite fighters in boxing. He looked very impressive in his unification TKO over Stanionis. Now, Jaron Ennis is a fighter who has been linked with Terrence Bud Crawford for quite some time. But Terrence Bud Crawford, as we all know, already moved out of 147 pounds, right? So here's the deal. Teofimo Lopez versus Jaron Ennis. Is it a mega fight? I wouldn't say a mega fight, but yeah, it's a big fight, absolutely. I know we got people that say, oh, Teofimo Lopez is a smaller fighter. Jaron Ennis is not going to get any credit for beating Teofimo Lopez. I beg to differ. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those guys that's out here I'm not pushing for that fight. Because me personally, I feel like Teofimo Lopez has enough smoke at 140 pounds, and Jaron Ennis has the right to become undisputed in his division, because that's what he said he wants to do, right? He got Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao winner there. He got Brian Norman, which is a fight that I would love to see. As for Teo, he got Richardson Hitchens, who's been calling him out, who's an undefeated world champion from Brooklyn. Perfect fight for New York City. If Subriel Matias can pull off the upset and defeat Alberto Puello, I would love to see Teofimo Lopez and Subriel Matias as well. If Gary Antoine Russell redeems himself from his loss to Alberto Puello, I would love to see Teo versus Gary Antoine Russell. Now I know Teo can't stay at 140 forever, but I would like at least 3 more fights. 3 significant fights at 140, because he has the opportunity to go down as one of the greatest junior welterweights of all time if he can, let's say, beat Richardson Hitchens, Subriel Matias, Alberto Puello winner, and somebody like a Gary Antoine Russell, or maybe a Keyshawn Davis if he moves up in weight. Anyway, like I was saying, this is a big fight, right? I'm all for it, but I'm not campaigning for it. But it's a big fight, because at the end of the day, nobody right now of significance is available for Jaron Ennis. It's not like these guys don't have fights lined up. Mario Barrios is busy right now. Brian Norman is busy right now. Unless he's going to move up to 154 pounds and take on a Keith Thurman or somebody like that. Or Tim Tszyu, right? It's a good fight. It's a big fight. It's not a mega fight. The reason why I say that is because Teofimo Lopez still has unfinished business at 140 pounds. Now, we've seen fights throughout the years of boxing, and you know how I carry it. I'm a historian. We've seen bigger champions fight smaller champions. The great Pernell Whitaker fought Azuma Nelson when Pernell was the reigning lightweight champion of the world. Azuma was the reigning junior lightweight champion of the world. Difference is Azuma Nelson cleaned out his division before he moved up and tried to challenge Pernell Whitaker, right? We got Mikey Garcia, moved up 2 weight classes to defeat Errol Spence. He actually moved up 1 weight class because Mikey Garcia did win a belt at 140 pounds. But Mikey Garcia was hands down the best fighter at 135 pounds, even though Lomachenko was there at the time, but Lomachenko wasn't at 135 for that long. So I gave Errol Spence Jr. all the credit in the world for defeating Mikey Garcia. So if Jaron Boots Ennis were to defeat Teofimo Lopez, would I say that Jaron Ennis should get credit for it? Abso-fucking-lutely he should. Because Teo is the most accomplished fighter that Jaron Boots Ennis has fought. Now, he hasn't accomplished anything at 147 pounds, but he's still a recognizable name, highly accomplished name, future Hall of Famer. So there we go. It's a big fight. It's not a mega fight. Now, as for is the fight a mismatch? Going into this fight, Jaron Boots Ennis is going to be a heavy favorite. And you know I'm a Teo fan. I'm also a Boots fan, but I'm a little bit more of a Teo fan, right? But is it a mismatch? I would say no. Who do I favor? If you ask me who do I think would win that fight, I think Jaron Ennis will win that fight. You know, he's a bigger fighter than Teofimo Lopez. He's very athletic. He's a tough puzzle to solve. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to athleticism, I think Teofimo Lopez is more athletic than Jaron Ennis. He's a little bit faster than Jaron Ennis. And because he's smaller than Jaron Ennis, that's why I say this. But Jaron Ennis is not a slouch in that department. So it will be a very tough fight for Teofimo Lopez. However, if any smaller fighter were able to pull off that type of an upset, it would definitely be Teofimo Lopez. If Teo defeated Jaron Boots Ennis, I wouldn't be surprised. I would pick Jaron Ennis to win, but Teofimo Lopez is the type of fighter that when he's motivated and he's on the highest level, I'm not surprised with what that man can accomplish. So no, it's not a mismatch, but yes, Jaron Boots Ennis will be favored if that fight ever happens, which I don't believe it is. And me personally, I'm not the one out here campaigning for that fight. I want Teo versus Hitchens, and I want Boots versus Brian Norman Jr. Anyway, like with that being said, hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, Low Nose Boxing, because Low Nose Boxing. I'm out.